Hey guys, I'm going to be bringing you a card trick tutorial today. My uncle showed this trick to me actually about a couple months ago, and I just recently remembered that I knew how to do this trick. So let me just go ahead and share it with you guys. And it basically deals with spectator choosing two cards from the deck, keeping them face down on the table the whole time, and me just trying to figure out what cards they have in their hand. So let me just show you what the performance looks like, and then as usual, the second half of the video, I'll take you through the tutorial. Enjoy. So, I have a deck of cards here, and if I had a spectator here with me, I would hand them the cards and tell them just to shuffle the deck. So since I don't have a spectator, and number two, you guys can't physically reach to this computer screen and shuffle with these cards, I'll just do it. And then whenever they feel comfortable, they'll stop, and I'll tell them to please pick two cards out. So let's see, one, two. Say they pick these two cards, okay? Now I'm going to ask them, are either one of your cards a 10? They'll say no. And now, if you add both of those together, kings, queens, and jacks being 10, aces are 1, is it equal 10? And they're going to say, well, no. So I'm going to say, okay, keep those face down on the table, okay? I'm going to try to figure out which cards you have. You ever heard of card counting? Let me just show you how good of a card counter I really am, okay? So let's start here. Okay. Now, I just looked through this whole deck, and I already know, have an idea of what your card is, okay? So, let me just see if I can figure this out here. Okay. Alrighty. This one. This one. Okay. Now I know 100% sure what your cards are. Do you have a jack and an ace in your hand? They're going to pick the cards off the table and show me. In fact, they do have a jack and an ace in their hand. And this trick works every single time. It's a killer trick, but it's self-working. And the only thing you need to know is the special secret behind it. And once you learn the secret, you're going to be golden, okay? And the secret is just, let's say the secret number is 10. What you're going to do is just have the spectator shuffle, which is really, it goes over very well with your spectators if they can actually take the deck and physically shuffle them and pick their own cards, you know. Just have them shuffle it, have them pick two cards out, and let them see the cards and make sure they don't let you see them. Okay, now there's a jack and a 4. The only two rules at this step is you ask them, does either one of those equal 10? And jack and 4, no. Now both of them added up together. King through jack, 10, and ace, 1. If you add the two cards together, does it equal 10? They're going to say no. Well, if they say yes, okay, you're just going to ask them to reshuffle the deck and pick two more cards. But if they say if either one of them is a 10, just tell them to put one card back and pick another one, okay? And a 10 being the actual number 10. If they have a jack in their hand, it's okay. A queen is okay and a king is okay. Just the physical number 10, 1, 0. Then they have to put their card back. Or if they equal 10. So now that we have jack and 4 that don't equal 10, we'll keep them there, okay? Now we can do the trick. You're going to first start out by placing 10 cards on the table. You can do 2 rolls of 5, or you can just spread them out so they don't think you're doing anything like weird. You can do them like, make them look all weird, okay? And then what you're going to do is cover up any 10s that you see. So here's a 10. I'll cover that up. You're going to cover up anything that equals 10, okay? But only 2 cards. 4 plus 6 is 10. If you see a 10, you cover up a 10, like I said. 9 and ace is 10. 5 and 5 is 10. 7 and 3. 6 and 4. 2 and 8. You know, and you just got to do them in pairs. So, if you look on the board here, I have 7 and 3 is equal to 10. So I'm going to cover those two with, up with fresh cards. I'm going to look again. I don't see anything that equals 10. And you have your face cards, king, Q, and jack. The only way you can put cards on top is if you have a complete set. And a complete set is king, queen, and jack. And I only have kings and queens out. When I get a jack, I can place cards on the set of 3 that I have. So I don't have anything on the board, and what you're going to do when that happens, you're just going to place another card out to the... Place another card, okay? Say I place one here. Now, see if that matches anything. And I have a 4 here, so I'm going to cover that up. Now I have an 8 and a 2. And you can do this pretty quickly, you know, because they're going to be like, there's no way you'll be able to count that quick. Okay, so 6 and 4, just make sure everything is in pairs, or a set of 3. Here now we have a jack. Now I can place cards on 1 king, 1 jack, and 1 queen. And you stop there until you get another set of 3. Now we have 7 and 3 equals 10. Here's a 10. Whenever you see a 10, you automatically cover that with another card. 8 and 2, 6 and 4, 9 and ace. Now we have another jack. You can cover up another set. King, Q, jack. Okay? 9 and ace, that's 10. 2 and 8 is 10. 5 and 5 is 10. 7 and 3 is 10. And cover the 10 since it's there. And then you have 1 card left. If you only have 1 card, just make a new pile. Now from here, you're ready to do the trick. Now once again, you're going to take pairs that equal 10. And then the sets of 3, king, Q, jack. So here I have a king, a queen, and a jack. So I can go ahead and pick those up. Okay, now over here, I have a 7 and a 3. I can pick those 2 piles up. Okay, and now I have a 5 and a 5. I can pick those piles up. 8 and 2 is 10. I can pick those piles up. Now I'm left with king, Q, and 6. Okay, nothing equals 10. So now that you see the face cards, what other face card would make this a complete set? Would be the jack, okay? And then over here, what would make 6, what added to 6 would equal 10? 4. So the only possible cards in the spectator's hand would be the jack and the 4. And if we turn them over again, you'll see they actually have the jack and the 4. So this might be a little confusing to you, but once you start performing it, you're going to start understanding how it works. And you're just going to have to be very careful when you're counting. But you have your 10 cards out here, okay? Before you start a new pile, your 11th pile, because you don't see anything on the board, make positive there's nothing matchable on the board, okay? Because if not, and you make a pile and there is something matchable here, it'll screw your whole trick up. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. I know it's kind of a long tutorial. It seems like there's a lot involved, but really it's not. Once you get the basics down, you'll be fine with this one. So just have fun with this and let me know what you guys think.